Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be trying something a little bit different because we get to play Narset. And we did this, I think, like 2 seasons ago, 2 sets back. And we had a lot of fun with it, but there's a couple of new cards that got me thinking about this. And one of them, where I'm only playing a copy, so we don't know how often it's going to come up, but it's Kylox's Voltstrider. This is a 4 mana, or 3 mana 4/4 that is really just a vehicle, but it can be crewed very easily with pretty much everything in the deck. It's easy to turn into a creature after the fact by Evidence 6, and then we get to play more things, and since we have stuff that cares about prowess, getting to play extra instants is actually pretty dang good. So we'll see. Actually, you know what? I'm probably going to add an extra one before we move into the games. But going down the list, the other thing that we wanted to talk about was Shock. This doesn't seem like a huge addition, but one of the things this deck wants a lot of times is a 1 mana spell. So you can play something and put counters, or play something and pump, or play something and get a creature, right? You need that 1 mana thing, and being able to play this alongside Play with Fire is actually pretty nice. Now, the rest of the list, we do have 4 Fading Hopes that we're going to be trying to get a go in here with, just to, you know, versatility to keep the path clear or whatever. Obviously playing Monastery Swiftspear. We just talked about Play with Fire and Shock. We are going to be playing some Get Lost as well, just as a catch-all removal. Keep the path clear for our stuff. We are going to be playing Electrostatic Infantry because we have a lot of instants and sorceries. The other new card we're going to give a look to is Codebreaker. Fugitive Codebreaker is pretty cool because it does have haste, which is nice because we don't have really much with that. But additionally, late in the game, it could be a way for us to just draw extra cards. So we'll see if that works out. Now, it is a little bit counterproductive, a non-bow, if you will, with the Voltstrider. But we don't always have these both out, and they're kind of serving different purposes, so we'll see. Third Path Iconoclast, since we're in the right colors, being able to make extra bodies. And Monastery Mentor. I will say, you are a little bit at the same issue that the cards that people want to play against the Boros Convoke deck are going to be pretty solid against these 2 particular cards, where we're talking about the Iconoclast and the Mentor. But we do have other cards that don't care about it as much, and if they don't have those, then you get to go wide and try to get an easy win. Again, the Voltstrider we were just talking about, and Narset, Enlightened Exile. So all of our creatures have prowess. Whenever we attack, we get to play another spell out of our graveyard. Usually if you get to attack with Narset and you even have 2 or 3 creatures, a lot of times that's enough damage in the game. And we're going to play Virtue of Loyalty because it gets us an instant speed creature, which is nice, triggers all of our other stuff. But additionally, if things go sideways, we can just get bigger creatures over a period of time. What I'm going to do here, though, for the sake of these games, I'm going to go ahead and cut 1 Get Lost, and I'm going to add another Voltstrider, just because that's what we're doing. We want to try new cards. That's what we're here for. But if you want to download this list after you watch the video, we'll have it down in the description below. Just look for the blue arrows. It'll take you over to my Moxfield link, and you can just download it. But since you're here, why don't you watch some games and see if Narset and these new cards can get the job done. Alright, let's keep it and see what happens. Alright, is this going to be a mono blue pile of some kind? No, it is definitely not. Oh, seen a lot of these decks lately. It is very popular. I think I'm going to go with this to try to maximize later turns. Because, like, if we find another one... Actually, I don't know. Maybe we're just playing Mentor next turn. Alright, Celestis starts to unlock some things for them. I think we're going here. No attacks. Alright, next turn. I would love to have a red land. An untapped red land. But if we don't get it, that's kind of okay, I guess. Because here we have to kill Nissa. Or like bounce Slowgurk when they play it here. Oh, they didn't get green, so they're not playing Slowgurk. Alright. Options galore. What are we looking to do? I think we just attack here, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and kill... They already have 1 Nissa in the graveyard, so I think we go ahead and just kill this one. Then I think we go ahead and shoot them. Narset, we don't need you right now. Like, that's not the way this game's going. Alright. And we can still play 2 spells next turn. That's a lot of triggers. Opponent getting lands in play doesn't do anything right now. I mean, even Slogurk, we can probably punch past to do enough damage right now. Alright, they gain a life. Actually, if we bounce that, that might be enough here. I mean, obviously, they could still, like, Ottawara or whatever here, which is very likely, but... Alright, fair enough. That works for me. I think that's 13 exactly. Oh, no, because they're getting the life back from... So they'll be at 1 life, actually, I think. Oh, there was 2 of them. Well, never mind. Then they'll be at 2. Alright, fair enough. Alright, do they get us? They go to 4. They have all the mana in the world, so if they have the right cards, they can still combo here. Path of Peril. Kill some things. Hey, that makes sense. Still alive. Still in it. Drawing and discarding, going to 4. Let's go ahead and go with this since the opponent's at 4. Realistically, they'll be at 5 next turn, but we could also put a Play with Fire under there to make it 6. Depending on what they have, of course. And Slogurk would be rough here. If they have a Slogurk, I don't even think we could win, actually. Yeah, that might be what they're digging for here. Because... Actually... No, because they would need an Ottawara. I thought they had one in the yard. Never mind. Because if they had that, if we bounce a Slogurk, then... they would be able to put lands in their hand, then we'd be toast. Alright, they're at 5. Can they kill our motorcycle? Or actually, it's a Strider. It's not even a Strider. It's a Walker. Now they're going to go up to 8. Because they put 3 of those lands into play. That's tough. Alright. Well, we just got to keep trying. I mean, they're going to have all the mana they need at this point. It's just... can they find the right cards to finish? Oh, wait, you know what? If we get an untapped land, we get to play Narset, and then our land will also have Prowess. There won't be enough, though. There'll only be an extra +1. We did find the Narset, but... let's go ahead and turn this into a creature. We'll remove 3, 4... 5, 6, and leave 4 in there just in case for future considerations, I guess. And then it'll attack. Oh, wait. Oh, I messed up. Oh, no, because we can cast Get Lost, too. Oh, no, but I have to target one of our things if we do that. I should have put the Get Lost on here. Oh, well, it doesn't really matter. All right. But I did mess up. Oh, I can't. I don't have the mana to pay for it. It's not for free. You have to pay the extra. Oopsie. So I should have just done this. But let's see what they have in hand. You have any more basics to go get? They should all be in play. Nope, they had another swamp, apparently. Paratide, sure. Kill some creatures. Alright, they have a blocker. Which can put a bunch of lands in it. Oh my gosh, they found all of them? Oh no. We're never going to kill them. Yep. There's an Atraxa on top. Alright, so now we have to save the Get Lost. That's disappointing. Alright, so we do this. We can play this to pump that to target the opponent. What do we have under there? I have a Monastery Swift Spear, a Fading Hope, and alright. And what I have in the graveyard? Have a Get Lost in the graveyard. Using a Get Lost does nothing, because they're just going to put a bunch of lands into play and gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They play Atraxa. We can kill Atraxa. I'm just trying to think, what's our path to victory here once they get Atraxa? And I'm not 100% sure what that is. I mean, we could always bounce an Atraxa. That's not the most exciting thing. I feel like we still play the Fading Hope anyway here. Knowing they're going to use it, but we at least get the 1 point off of, I guess 3 points extra off of the Swift Spear. So they're going to go up to like 14. We're going to deal 7, put them at 7. Then the next turn they get an Atraxa. Yep, resolve all those. I don't know how many basics they have. Their deck might just be basics and okay, storefronts. Okay, never mind. They're out of basics, it looks like. Okay. We know we can kill Atraxa. But the question is, if they gain another round of 8, can we even kill them? I don't think we can. Not under the current circumstances. Right, they're at 6. We can also add another 6 to that, which is doable. So we get a full attacker. Yeah, you got it. Nissa's doing her thing. They're... Oh, they don't have the Atraxa on top because those lands came into play. Oh. They only have 1 Takenuma in the yard, too. So even if they get Slogurk, they can only Jace 1 time to try to mill us. And they are on their 3rd Nissa. Alright, they have all the mana they could want here still. 1, 2, 3, 4, and Celestis is 5. Alright. You cannot get stuff out of the graveyard now, though. Or at least lands out of the graveyard. Okay. So what does this plan look like? Can we do lethal now, finally, after all this? I think we can. My goodness, this took forever. This was an epic, ridiculous game. Alright, so we take our turn. Here's what we're going to do. Bonus play with fire is nice. But we don't have the mana. So if we play 2 spells, we can play a Get Lost out of our hand and Get Lost from the yard. That's 2. So this becomes 3, 4, 5. And this is going to be 8. No, 5. That's 9. Alright, cool. Well, let's do this. We'll collect evidence. We're going to take this and this because that's 6. We will attack with everybody. We will play a Get Lost, targeting this. We will play a Get Lost, targeting this. My goodness. Oh, I don't know how. We only got 4 lands that whole game. Wow. Wow. This was ridiculous. I think the opponent gained like 28 life somewhere in there. Like, oh my goodness. I don't know how, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to take those. Oh boy. Yeah, we'll keep this. All right, well, that makes that decision kind of easy, doesn't it? So we'll play that. We'll play a Sea Chrome Coast next turn, and that gives us the option. Well, looks like we're going to shoot that, because we know what we're up against now. It's Dinosaurs. Alright, let's kill that. The good news about Dinosaurs is they do have a couple of things that trample, but you can sometimes go wide against them and come out okay. The opponent also kept a hand here that doesn't have a lot going on, so that's good for us. Go ahead and play this. And since they were relying on these for mana, let's get those out of the way and start getting some creatures. Yep, that was a quick one. Well, no white land with 4 white cards makes for an easy mulligan. Oh, this has some potential. Boy, what do we do here? You know what? I'm going to gamble here. We're going to keep it. I'm going to get rid of a land, actually. I may regret that, but we're on the draw. We'll see what happens. All right, they didn't do anything, and we found a land right off the rip, so that's cool. Go ahead and play this. All right. Warden, and just Warden. Okay. All right, I guess we kill a Warden. We get in there. I would love, love, love to find another 1 mana removal or bounce spell for next turn. Because being able to play infantry into a thing would be awesome. That's like the next best thing. I mean, I can kind of kill that whenever, too. Alright, let's do this. Try to set up a big turn next turn. And pass. Because if they attack, we, like, double block. They kill something. Probably triple block, honestly, in case they have their own get loss. Alright, you have a Thrill Seeker. That's annoying. But it's fine. We just block the other tokens here. And then we just get rid of her. So while that looks scary, it's not that bad. Alright. We will do this. And we'll attack. Leaving back the infantry just for some combat considerations. Only have 2 spells in the yard, so we're not quite there on the Voltstrider yet, but getting there. Alright, put a counter on it. Nope, they found a land. They get another shot at it. Angel Fire, of course. Alright, sure. Ah, that's unfortunate. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Actually, you know what? If we're going to do that, let's just do this. We kind of know what their turn's going to look like next turn anyway at this point. No attacks. We only found 2 spells this game. This is a non-creature spell, so it would count for that. But what we need... Actually, you know, maybe I'm supposed to just play this. And then... Well, I don't know. Because then I would have been able to exile, but yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough call. Alright. I'll chump block with a couple of these. Wait. That's 3. I actually need to get 6 in there. Alright. I mean, I'll give ourselves the only shot we really have here. Alright, we're at 6. They could fling for 5. If they have damage to ping us next turn, they just kill us. Yeah, we needed like a... we needed so many things. We missed all the way around, unfortunately. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. And now that that's a 5, we can't really use our lands. Alright, well, opponent beat us on a really bad draw there. Though I will say, I think the play, realistically, was just to play the Strider... and then go into chump block mode to kill a couple of things. Maybe just try to hold on the infantry. Then when we attack, we could just play the Get Lost out of the yard to kill the thing. And we'd at least been somewhat stabilized at like 4-ish life probably. Like, not exciting, but it's like I said, kind of the next best thing. Tough call, though. Tough call. But yeah, that would have been the best we can do. We just really didn't find spells, even though we found all of our stuff that triggers from spells. So that's one that just didn't go our way. Yeah, let's keep this. This gives us a lot of options on turn 2. We can just play infantry. We could play Swift Spear into shock. I think I'm just going to go with infantry here. And if they have a removal, that's fine. If not, we get a lot of options next turn. All they have is an ancient one. All right. Well, this means it's go time, team. It is go time. Hopefully they don't have a way to remove our stuff. Because next turn we want to attack with a lot of damage. But this can't block for a while. Obviously they're going to try to mill some stuff into their graveyard here, I'm assuming. Please don't kill our creatures. Oh yeah, that's fine. You have a big Obnixilis, sure. Do what you will. You want to minus Obnixilis and we lose 7 life and get 7 cards? I would love that. They chose not to. That's okay. Yeah, we'll just go to 17. Oh, this is exciting. Let's kill this knucklehead. Didn't want to play the Iconoclast there because it would have just died to the 1 point. And we're not in the mood for that. Alright, so we need to do 10 damage worth of stuff to these Obnixilises. We can get 1 down to 4, and then we can split, and those would kill them. That seems alright. I guess we could save this for later. Actually, though, if I save this... These would become 6. So I can still send 2 at 1 and 1 at the other and still kill them? Alright. I kind of, in case the board gets swept, I want to be able to Iconoclast into Play with Fire. And then we'll just do this. And this. Alright. And we could still potentially have a big turn this turn, but they also might just wipe the board.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows.
What do we sacrifice in here? Probably use Swift Spear. Okay, that's not a bad card. Don't know how badly we need it. What if we go Bivouac, attack there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, alright. I think I'm okay with that. Just trying to leave ourselves a couple of options just in case. And let's send all these up top. We'll put a counter here just in case there's like some weird 1 damage thing.
Whatever. Luck favors the foolish after all.
Obviously lots of planeswalkers over there. This could be like a Grixis command here, which would be pretty tough. We would lose our board to that. Oh, just a deadly cover-up. That's fine. We can live with that. Been seeing a lot of people playing deadly cover-up. What are they getting rid of? Getting rid of our Codebreaker? Ha! We only have a couple of those. You didn't even get our best card. Go Iconoclast. You know what? I'm willing to Swift Spear attack here. And I'll just go ahead. If you got another sweeper, so be it. They probably do, but whatever. Can't play scared playing this kind of deck. Alright, opponent gave up. Yeah, that was a little bit of a strange game, because we mostly just played like a mono red deck that just splashed blue for a second, but that's a cool combo, I have to admit, being able to like turn 2 Ancient One into a turn 3 Obnixilis. That's pretty cool, but it doesn't really do much. I mean, you end up just like, I guess we'll make 2 1/1s is like the best thing you're going to do. It's like, it's nice, but it's not that good. But yeah, interesting. It would have been cool to see what the rest of their deck did, but I guess once they realized they didn't have any more sweepers, they weren't going to be able to keep up. So we'll take it. Alright, this is fine. Like, this is one of those ones you let and go, it's not terribly exciting, but it does a thing. You know? That's not what we want to see. Definitely not what we want to see there either. Alright. First thing gets countered. Yeah, without a 1-drop here, this one's going to be tough. This one's going to be tough. They're going to no more lies that. Fair enough. Oh, and they got a Field of Ruin on top of it. Gross. Alright, well, we'll play this. I mean, go ahead and let them kill it. I mean, what else are we going to do? I mean, I guess I could have got by on the fact that they might have killed something else, like tried to take us off blue mana or something. So I probably should have played into that. Don't have any basics because we're trying to be quick on 3 colors. But this is not helping. Alright, we're going to attack. And then this guy's going to die. Oh, just a Horned Lock Whale. Okay, I mean, I guess I'm going to go ahead and do this first. In case there's something I want to draw behind it. Okay, I guess that's fine. And then we'll just put this on top. So we know we have double infantry incoming. So we'll play a land, play an infantry. Pass a turn. No need to play or attack with the land because we don't put that at risk. Yeah, that's fine. I could protect it, but I don't think that's worth fighting over. We'll wait. The later turns are going to have much more for us to do. And for them, that's probably just using cards because they don't have anything else. Sea Chrome Coast. Alright. I should have waited to play a land. But that's fine. End the turn. I doubt we'll have something we need to hit with Get Lost, but maybe. Temporary Lockdown. Alright. I mean, good card these days. Whoop. Hold on. Let me go ahead and bounce my Duder. I could also just destroy that, but kind of want to save that for other things if we can. Alright. Alright, are we in Wandering Emperor territory? That is the real question. If we believe that is true, then I want to play this. So when they play their Wandering Emperor, we can kill it and still get some number of bodies here. Which probably all get destroyed by Sunfall next turn, but, you know. I mean, you haven't played anything else to this point. Like, I assume. They might be worried we have some, like, Make Disappear or something, but we're not playing any of those. We're all in on the aggro plan. Man, if we can get a Narset, we do have a couple of spells in the graveyard, though. That'd be kind of nice. Alright, Memory Deluge makes sense. Why do I feel like one of the cards they're going to get is a Sunfall here? Probably a land and a Sunfall, to be honest. Or they're probably already holding Sunfall. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright. Sure. See if they wish to Sunfall yet again, because they probably do. Okay. You only have one creature land right now? That's tough. But alright. In for a penny, in for a pound. Here we go. What you want to kill? Probably our creature land, honestly. Would make the most sense if you're going to kill something. March works. And then you still get Wandering Emperor action. Yep, I assume something of the sort.
Finally, I'm home. I guess that's it then.
Man, our start was probably too slow to be able to do this. Against a control deck with just double infantry, just not nearly fast enough, I don't think. And then another Emperor here ends it. Alright, cool. We can move along. We'll keep this. We're on the draw. This isn't a real exciting hand. And realistically, we're probably just going to end up just playing Virtue of Loyalty, making a 2-2, and then just seeing where things go from there. It's a nice card. We do have a lot of 1-mana things we can draw later. I think I'm just going to do this. Not really show them that we have red mana yet. Alright, they have their own Virtue, so we're probably just trading 2-2s here, most likely. Land. I would have been rough if they'd have played like War Leader's Call or something there. That would have sucked. But I think with us being behind, we try to trade. They'll probably just kill our 2-2 here, honestly. But that's okay. Our goal is to find a 1-1 thing here. Or 1-mana thing here. And we failed, so that's not good. Boy, what are we going to do now? I guess we go ahead and do this. And they're also 1 land away from just being able to play their Virtue, so that's going to be tough already. Alright, well, we're going to be up against it. We got to find some cheap spells. We have a lot in here. That is not it. So... Huh. We only have 3 in the yard. Alright, I guess we do this. Pass a turn. We can make it 2. I mean, they might miss a land drop, and then we get first trigger of Virtue Loyalty, which would be kind of cool. Or they might have more removal and want to get rid of our Iconoclast here, which is also fine. Alright. Which I'm willing to trade 2-2s here if they're willing to let us. I don't know that they will. Alright, they did. And they get to flip into play a creature. Which is mostly fine here, actually. Oh, because they get to play the other side. Actually, that does hurt. Ooh, and they found a land, too. So this creates a question. You know what I think I'm going to do here? I'm going to play this. And I'm just going to pass. Even though I could get 2 points in here, I kind of want to see what they're going to do. If they're going to go for Heartflame Duelists or try to just play their Virtue next turn. Because they might decide to just try to Virtue and then play... Or they might double Duelist here and then do something. I don't know. They could play Duelist, gain some life. Alright, there's a Get Lost. Let's go ahead and kill their Duder then. Get some value out of this. Alright, we get first trigger of Virtue. I don't know if that's good enough. They probably should just double Duelist here, honestly. That's what I would do. I don't know what their last card is, but that just makes the most sense here. And then just put us in a situation where we kind of have to block their Duelist before theirs get out of hand, but who the heck knows. I think we just go for it here. Alright. Would have been nice to have drawn a land there. Because then we could have started firing off these maps, but that's fine. You know what? I'm going to block 1, just because they do have burn damage, and I don't want to get too low, knowing we have so many pain lands in play. And then you play your other duel. Alright, cool. At least they're down to 1 card. We know that. Though they can activate a creature land, so we have to be aware of that. We could collect evidence with this, and we could trade. Turning this into a 4/4 doesn't do much. This is tough. I think we need to just do this. go ahead and play this. I mean, it puts us really low, but... You know, what else are we going to do? Go ahead and pump this for sport. Mentor. Doesn't do a lot here, sadly. Actually, it kind of does do something. Because we could actually play Mentor through the Strider, attack, and then get another body, which then, okay, all right. If they don't have something good in hand, like, this is serviceable. Yeah, this is what I was assuming was going to happen somewhere here. And I think we still have to attempt to block the 4s. And if they just have the burn damage, we die. Like, that just is what it is. Oh, are they going to kill our Strider? That would be unfortunate. So I have 2, 3. If we assume Swift Spear dies, that's only 4. I think we still do it anyway. All right, I think we go ahead and crew this. Remove this and this. I mean, we don't get the setup we want for next turn, but, you know, I'm sure something's going to die here. All right, we assume something of the sort, so that's not a huge surprise. Interesting, though, that they chose not to attack with their Bivouac. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what that does here. Other than, you know, it does turn the Bivouac into a 3/3 at the end of turn. Oh, they had another Virtue. Yeah, we're in trouble now. We are definitely in trouble now. Not a lot we can do here. I mean, kind of all we can do is just make a huge body. And then put this in the yard? Because we really need something else. Alright. This is like the best we can do. It sucks, but like, yeah. No, the opponent's playing a bunch of burn spells. I'm not sure. If we can find a spell, though, we make a body and then, you know, we get to do all that. Why? I don't think that worked the way the opponent wanted it to. I mean, I say that. We have to go down to 4, right? And then their creatures grow here, so that's real. Alright, we found a spell that just doesn't particularly do anything, but it puts us to 3, unfortunately. So I think here, we have to take 1. And then we'd have to take another one. Man, I wish we would have got some non-damage land somewhere along the way here. Alright. I mean, we got to do it. If they just draw the damage, they draw the damage. I mean, just kind of is what it is. We attack. Question is, do we think we can afford to go to 1? I think being at 1 or being at 2 is kind of the same thing here. And they don't have flyers, so I'm just going to do this, because it makes another body. I should have got the other point in there, but this seems fine. All they have is ground creatures. Wait, why did I not take damage? Wait. Oh, I had another one. I thought I was going to go to 2. Never mind. So I'm still at 3. I looked at my lands wrong. So yeah, this is great then. Because now we just turn this into a creature and attack, and we just block across the board here. Wow, are we going to come back and win this? I mean, they do still have 2 blockers. So, I mean, we got to be real about the situation here. Yeah, so we're at least going to attack with minimum the flyer. Actually, we're just attacking with everybody, right? Because, like, this becomes a 3/3, this becomes a 4/4 that can chump block one of the 3s. Yeah, alright, sure. I mean, we're still in burn range, so there is that. All right. Yep. We got to at least block the 8. Okay. Wow, that was sick. Just, whoa, man. They killed so many of our early things, but the couple that stuck got through it. I almost messed up, though, because I misread my lands as to what they were. But, yeah, that's a good comeback. We will take that anytime. We would love whatever's possible, but really that only kind of leaves consider as an option, which, you know, isn't bad. I think it's kind of okay. I also think, you know, if we wanted to change the Voltstriders into being Angel Fire Ignitions, I think that's a real thing we could do. All of these are really good options, so I think there's a bunch of ways this deck can go. The one thing I would say is, because we don't have a ton of basics, and we don't have that many creature lands, the control matchups are going to be pretty tough, right? Unless we just happen to find an early start plus our burn spells, something like that. Or get a Strider that hangs around and then we follow up with like Narset or some such. Like, all very reasonable things that could happen. But, yeah, this one was just fun. I don't think I would go ahead and, like, if you have the parts and you like playing Prowess and you like Narset, go for it. You'll probably have a blast with it. But overall, I would not go out of my way to build this play on ladder. This one's just, like, really fun to do, more than anything else. But it is a good excuse to get to play with Strider and Codebreaker and just some fun stuff. But yeah, interesting deck overall. I'm glad I played it. But again, not sure I would go out of my way to build this if you didn't already have the parts. Now, if you do like playing crazy decks with just weird new cards, check out this mostly mono green deck we played that actually played some turtles that was way better than it should have been. So that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.